Good good morning and welcome back to Baz Does Football. You can't beat the World Cup, can you? And you can't beat England. England have already been robbed before they even play a game. England have been robbed at the World Cup already. Let's listen to this. In fact, I'm going to let you see it because this is absolute hilarity from the England team. The England get robbed in
The
America.
FA logistics before any England game away from home are huge, but even more so before a major tournament. It is a hugely complicated operation to get all of the equipment and kit out in advance of the team arriving anywhere. We're talking training cones, mannequins, footballs, kit, that sort of thing. And our understanding is that large amounts of that kit were stolen while it was in transit, heading towards where we are now in Kansas City. Now, the FA are making no comment. They say it's now a matter for the US police. But my understanding is that the vast majority of the kit that went missing has now been recovered. And that's really good news, of course, for the players who are due to arrive here in Kansas City later on today. They'll hold an open training session later on in front of local dignitaries and children, a bit of a show training session, if you like. And they've only got 3 more training sessions after that before their World Cup opener against Croatia on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is it. America, they got half their kit stolen. Somebody found it, and then somebody gave it back. Anyway, you can't make it up. It's fantastic. As a Scotland fan or a fan of anyone but England, it's one of the funniest things ever. Anyway, ticket prices. How are ticket prices looking for the Vancouver side of the World Cup? Was the night before the FIFA World Cup in Vancouver. Ticket prices were higher than a Douglas fir tree. That's going on to say history will be made when Australia and Turkey play in Vancouver, or today, Saturday the 13th, in the first ever men's World Cup game in Vancouver. Now look at this for the ticket prices. Ticket prices in Vancouver. Austria versus Turkey. $426. Wow. $426 for a ticket for Australia versus Turkey. Canada versus Qatar. $618. $618 for a Canada Qatar. I would not be giving them that kind of money. New Zealand game 368. Canada versus Switzerland, $758. Those prices are absolutely disgusting. No longer, that's daylight robbery, that's for sure, the price of the tickets. But yeah, it's more funny that the England stuff got stolen. Majority. They must have stole it at the back of the van and went, fuck's this pish? It's English. It's English. It's England tops. Who the hell wants that? But anyway, and we all know the what's going on worldwide with America and Iran. One of the funny things that will send Trump and his establishment into complete meltdown is that the flag of Iran was raised in the heart of Los Angeles yesterday as part of the opening ceremony in Los Angeles. Let's stay away from politics. I'm going to go more ticket prices here, which we just think is absolutely ridiculous. Argentina versus Jordan ticket prices and how many seats are available. And it's in Dallas. Let's go to the schedule. I need to go into the site. 2 seconds. I'll just go into the site to try and get the latest ticket information. Last minute sales. Buy now. We'll go to the last minute sales because we're Scottish and we're tight. Oh, Jesus. 2, 3. You're not a human. Explore ticket. Here we go. I don't want to put my email in. Jesus God. It's all about your data. That's all the Americans are interested in, isn't it? I'm gonna have to put an email address in, and then I don't. Forget it. Forget. I ain't doing it. They're not getting all my information. The Americans can go and ram it. So it's not going to give us the ticket prices for that game. Tickets. Yeah, you've just yeah, no, God, they're sending me emails already. See, this is what happens. No, I ain't going into it. Anyway, in more news, the USA made history, winning against Paraguay. And they didn't just win them, they built up a 3-0 first half lead. Let's give you some of the score lines from yesterday. South Korea 2, Chechnya 1, Canada 1, Bosnia 1. And that was Canada's first point in the World Cup. It's only the third occasion that Canada have been at the World Cup. And then the late game for us in Europe land was the America. And yeah, it's fine. Yeah. And it was the USA versus Paraguay, and it was 4-1 to the USA. So that's it. The USA will think that they are world beaters and that this soccer thing is easy. Mate, you're playing Paraguay, to be honest. Anyway, the games today are Qatar versus Switzerland, and that is the only game that's been played today. America was played today, but it was yesterday. But it was anyway. We move on. Tomorrow in the group stage C is Brazil versus Morocco. That's on at 11 p.m. United Kingdom time, and then it's the big one, the massive one, 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. It's Haiti versus Scotland, 3 o'clock Central European time. And then later on that night, it's all right if you're on a bender. You know, this World Cup was set up for those who just like to go missing in action. You know, just shut the curtains and just don't go out and get pure mad with it, as they say in Scotland. And then it's Australia versus Turkey at 5 a.m. So if you've went on a bender for the Scotland game, and you know you've got your mates running that, and there's always a couple that are left sitting up. You know, we know the type, and you know they're usually standing in the kitchen talking pure shite to each other. And I'm like, oh man, the Australia's game's on. Who could be phone? How much have you got left? That kind of conversation. But yeah, that's generally how it goes. They've got the late licenses, but you want an early, so the last entry times are 8 p.m. Some 10 p.m. I'm puffering my eyes, rolling at 1 a.m. Exactly. Right, that is your World Cup news this morning. Fantastic for Alistair Johnson in Canada, getting his first point in the World Cup. USA make history as they reach multiple milestones in a historic 4-1 victory. It's the first time ever that the USA has went into a game with a 3-0 halftime lead. The last time something happened like that was in 1930. Wow. Surprised that the Americans even knew what football was in 1930. Anyway, the big news of the day is the fact, but I think we should go into the land of Twitter and just get some of the comments from the big news story of the day. The big news story of the day is that the Americans got their gear chored. Somebody chored their gear, man. Somebody stole all the English equipment, and once they realised it was English, they gave it back to the police. Some of it. I mean, what the fuck? Who wants this? It's what? It's English. Can you imagine some French-speaking Canadian just robbed the back of the van and ran away with a couple of guys running away with boxes of stuff, and they open it up, and to the big disappointment, pull out these shirts. It's English. The hell are we going to do with that? Who's going to buy this shit? Anyone but England. Anyway, let's jump into some of the comments on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, I call it Twitter. Still, it's always going to be Twitter. First world country. Yeah. Pretty much. Now they'll start to blame the foreigners, don't they? Yeah. Just another normal day in the streets of USA. Living in America. Remember when they said that this would happen in South Africa in 2010 World Cup? Who needs bulletproof vests underneath their kits now? And shame, get the violin out. England robbed before a tournament even got started. Managed to get most of it back. Classic England chaos. And there is the culprits. Stealing the stuff out the van to just realise that it was English. They're not only refusing visas, they're also stealing. And as you would expect, and there's this is not funny. There's an AI version of the kit room that's been robbed, proper robbed. You would think that you would just, what the fuck is this? Stealing, disrupting England's training, preparedness and performance. That's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? That's the biggest part of the day. That's actually made me really happy, actually. Apologies to anybody that's English and watching it. Police are looking for these suspects. The World Cup has got 4 big letdowns already. Denying a ref entry to the USA, denying a player into Canada. To be fair, that player shouldn't have been going to Canada anyway. And now vandalising England's van. Senegalese fan denied visas, turning out to be the worst. Typical England to be driving about in a wee transit van, isn't it? With all their kit in the back. Anyway, don't know. It was probably I don't know. Was it a DPD van? Did they get them in America? Tried to scare people prior to 2010 World Cup about such. Guess what? It did not happen. It's no fear. They've got officers on the case. That is it. Anyway, that is the best news that any Scotland fan could get today, is that England had their stuff stolen. Have a fantastic day. And if you're enjoying the World Cup, tell me in the comments section. If you're not, if you couldn't care less, well, it's on for another month.